you know, Trump is fuming over the fact that more people came out and protest against him instead of coming out to see his military parade, because very few people actually came to watch his military parade. It was all just an ego boost for him. It's like when Kim Jong-il does his military parade, it's all just for an ego boost. And it didn't work for Trump because very few people still actually like him. Even a lot of Republicans are getting fed up with him because of his uh, fascist mass deportations of workers and citizens.
The US and President Trump has overseen America's largest military parade in decades as nationwide protests take place against his leadership. The multi-million-dollar event in Washington, D.C. was to mark the 250th anniversary of the US Army. It coincided with Mr. Trump's own birthday and the anniversary of the creation of the US flag itself, the Stars and Stripes. Critics say it's a waste of taxpayers' money, and elsewhere tens of thousands of people joined nationwide demonstrations under the banner No Kings. They accuse Mr. Trump of attacking civil rights and displaying increasingly authoritarian tendencies.
Which he is, with the use of ICE and deporting anyone that speaks out against him, as well as arresting Congress members and journalists for also speaking out against him.
Correspondent Nomi Iqbal was on the ground at the parade and sent us this report.
It was the military parade President Trump always wanted. On his birthday, a coincidence, he claimed.
Every other country celebrates their victories. It's about time America did too.
What victories to celebrate? What, all the invasions of poor nations? That's not victories whatsoever.
There were tanks, armoured vehicles, thousands of soldiers in historical uniforms, flyovers, and even robot dogs.
I saw the power of the American military, which is being rebuilt by President Trump.
The military doesn't need to be rebuilt. There's nothing wrong with the U.S. military at the moment. Thinking that we have like a weak military or something is just idiotic to believe, since the United States still has one of the most powerful militaries of all the nations. And the United States spends most of its money on the military.
I support 100%.
America is used to showing off its military might abroad, but rarely like this on US streets. President Trump sees the military and his command of it as a sign of his own strength, and he's flexing that from coast to coast.
Which is typical of a fascist to do, to use the military to show off their personal strength.
Protests in LA against his immigration policies escalated after he sent in the military. There were more protests by those against this parade, seeing it as a costly $45 million display of authoritarianism. Thousands joined in around the country.
Happy birthday, but he's not a king, and he's acting like one.
I just wanted to be counted as someone who's really unhappy with everything that's going on, and that, you know, I want to see due process. I want to value our immigrants. We're a country of immigrants. I want the judges to be listened to. I mean, I'm totally freaked out at